Welcome to my medical update show. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you and everyone. Yeah, today was a hell of a day. I'll tell you that for sure. I just woke up from a nap. I was on another show over at Doc Illusions. Thank you for having me through. I appreciate you, good friend of mine, Doc Illusions. Here having some of my medicine, smoking some of my medicine, and I'm gonna give you guys a little of the 401 of what's going on with me. I'll have a couple of people come on by and talk, and that'll be fun. Like I said, I was on another show. I fell asleep, woke up on that show, and I'm over here now live on lines. Yes. Well, today I did go to the hospital. I had no choice, but I had to because my bleeding was too heavy. I ended up having to call an Uber, and I called an Uber, and the Uber came and took me to the hospital. And yeah, it's just a whole story. It's just a long, deep story. But let's go ahead and bring in Paula to the show. Hey, Paula, how you doing, Paula?
Your audio is really shitty. What the hell? I can't hardly hear you.
You can't hear me?
Hardly. I got my TV up on 50.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah. It should only need to be on 30.
I usually, my energy does that sometimes. It would throw off people's, like today when I went to my doctor's appointment, her computer, I said by her computer went completely crazy. And she had to turn off the computer and everything. I was like, it's not you, it's me.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Yeah. I goes,
Whatever you did, man, keep it there, because now I can hear you.
the computer's just going crazy. That's what it is. It's my computer going crazy. Oh man, let's bring in Albie to the show. Oh man, if I bring in Albie, he's gonna bring in the echo. Albie, I'm gonna bring you in, but we're gonna see if how good is your echo this time around. Albie.
What's up?
Nice. I don't hear an echo yet,
Now he sounds very low.
but he sounds really low. Yeah.
Yeah, Albie sounds very low. There he is. Hey, what's up, Albie?
I'm alright, man.
That's better. There
Yeah,
we go.
much better.
I'm
Sometimes,
gonna pause myself in the background, though.
all right, sounds good. Albie, go ahead and do that. I'm here with Paula. What's going on, girl?
I have to take a short bathroom break because I didn't do that before jumping in here. So I'm just listening, though. If you could start over with your medical updates so we can all hear you, that'd be great.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to go ahead and start off with a medical update, what I had done and what happened to me today. I woke up this morning not feeling good, of course, again. I called my doctor, and my doctor was like, get your ass over here now. I was like, wait a minute, what? So like, it was 9:35, and she's telling me, you need to be here, like, now. Can you get here now? I was like, now? Wait a minute. I'm not even ready. She's like, well, get ready and get here. And I'm like, okay. So I called an Uber, went to the hospital. Wow, the hospital, let me tell you about this hospital. It's so high tech now with their temperature like taking, like you stand in front of a camera and the camera takes a picture of you and it reads your temperature and it tells you if you're good or no good to come into the hospital. I was cleared to go into the hospital, of course, because I'm not sick. Went to my doctor's office up on the second floor. And as soon as I got in, they took my vitals, took all my information, went into the room. I saw my doctor, Dr. Barzak, great guy, awesome gentleman. And they went to work on me. They put a camera inside of me and discovered that all my hemorrhoids are back, for one. And I was like, oh, great, cool. That's not fun. I just had that surgery last year. Yeah, and they all decided to want to come back. Two, I am having issues, definitely having issues with my lower abdominal, which requires me to have a CT scan that I have to have done before September 15th, which my doctor is planning on possibly maybe having surgery on me again. I may have to be reopened again. I'm having problems with my lower abdominal, meaning I may have developed a lot of skin grafts inside of me, like excess tissue that it's...
like scar tissue?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Developing around my intestines, that's choking on my intestines and doing a number on me. So they're going to have to go back inside of me to remove the scar tissues and not only that, but I need to have my colon redone. It sounds very weird, right? It's like, yeah, I just gotta
You know what they need? You need a fucking transplant. You need a whole new lower bowel.
Yeah, I need to get a... I don't know how this is gonna go down. This is something that I've had a lot of surgeries already on my stomach and stuff, so forth, but I didn't think it was gonna be this fast that I have to have another surgery.
Yeah.
And in his office, like, this guy went inside of me, deep inside of me, and was checking my insides, and he's like, "Oh man, it's not good." So I had to put a couple of rubber bands around, the hemorrhoids and not only that, but there's issues further up in my colon. So I'm definitely gonna need the CT scan to, give him an outline in what he needs to do surgically to help me.
You need a whole new lower bowel. Ask him if that's fucking possible.
Oh yeah.
I'm dead serious.
I'm
They
gonna
have
have
transplants, heart transplants, lung transplants. Don't tell me they don't have a lower bowel transplant.
I'm pretty sure I'm sure they could do something,
They
right?
could do something like that. Give him the idea so that he can stop trying all this patchwork, because all this patchwork is going to continue to cause the scarring, which is going to continue.
Yep. And it's gonna keep coming back, and I'm gonna keep having these issues for the rest of my life.
And I don't want that. No.
So my
Not
doctor,
on my watch. Ask for a fucking transplant.
yeah, I'm gonna talk to the doctor on September 15th. I have an appointment, but he told me before you see me again, you have to have the CT scan with the contrast. He wants without and with contrast, and some other stuff that he wanted done to me before I see him again, because he wants a complete outline of the CT, and then that way he could come up with a game plan from there.
Call his ass on the phone and ask him about the damn transplant then, because that shit takes time. And he wouldn't need all that shit if he'd just go in and replace it.
Yep, I agree. I totally agree, and I just feel like it's just
Putting you through hell, draining your fucking insurance. Fuck that.
yep. And I've been very tired because I've been losing a lot of blood, so I am anemic.
Exactly.
So I'm tired. I wake up tired, and that's why I was so tired. I was like, why? I'm so tired and stuff, and all this stuff started happening. And I'm like, oh, my doctor's like, yeah, you're anemic. I was like, well, great. He told me to drink plenty of water. I had to drink 64 ounces of water every day. He told me you have to drink it. You have to make sure you drink at least, like, because I drink bottled water. He's like, drink 5 bottles of water a day, because they're 16.5 ounces
Yeah.
per bottle. So he wants me to drink 5 bottles. I was like, okay, I'll drink the water. That's not a problem and stuff. My problem is like, why all this, like this is the concerning part, because the bleeding, I'm not worried about the bleeding, because the bleeding could be coming from the hemorrhoids, and that's fine. What's not fine, and this is the biggest issue, is I am passing blood clots.
Right.
And the clots is the biggest problem going on right now.
Right.
And it's not coming from the hemorrhoids. It's coming from elsewhere. And there's another problem going on. And that's where he can't really see without hurting me or having me in so much discomfort. There's only so much he could do inside an office.
I guess he still does need the TC scan, though, because that way he can see if that blood coming from elsewhere is coming from the small intestine or the large intestine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he would still need that.
Yeah, and also I found out that I have a hole in my colon.
Oh my God! What?
Yep, from the surgery, he discovered that the surgery that he had performed on me to remove the hemorrhoids was successful, but when it healed, it was supposed to heal closed, but it didn't. It left a hole.
Oh God, no! Because holy shit, you could become septic.
Yes, I can become something. So
that's deadly.
Yeah, that is very deadly. So now I have to have the CT done as soon as possible, ASAP, and I have to have this appointment. If they could, they said they will call me and they'll move the appointment more closer, because right now that's the appointment that they have available. But if I get the CT done and everything, then that appointment can be moved up closer, so that way I can be seen and then come up with the game plan. Because the surgery is going to be a multi-surgery, meaning they're going to have to go inside, take all the aesthetic skin and all that stuff, but then also repair the colon and repair that hole.
Yeah.
You know, I'm telling you, this is like some Frankenstein stuff.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I'm the one, like, I'm the monkey in the middle here. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? because I can't. There's nothing that I can do. This is between my colon and my doctor, and I'm just like, I'm just sitting in and listening and feeling everything that's going on, but I can't really do anything for myself besides what they tell me to do. And it was very painful today. Very painful. Oh my goodness. I mean, it went deep inside of me. I was like, oh my God. Like, it was that crazy. I'm like, whoa, where are you going? This is not the way to Alice in Wonderland. I hope you know.
Right?
You're going down the wrong hole. That's what I felt like. I was like, you're going down the wrong hole. It was just getting more painful, and I was like, oh God, hurry up. It's taking too long. It was so painful. And the pressure. Oh goodness. I'm telling you, Alice and everyone did go down there, and there's like sequels to all these, like, just from my butt. And yeah, it was. My doctor was actually, when he looked inside, he was like, I could feel his energy, and
Yeah.
he's like, fuck, like this is like he has a hole. That's not good. This is like he's like, yeah, I did the surgery, and this guy, the wound didn't close properly, and he's here with a hole in his colon, and on top of that, he has pain inside his lower abdominal, so that's probably colon that's leaking into my abdominal. That's causing problems too. Besides the excess skin,
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know, because I saw the movie Alice in Wonderland, so that's why I brought up that reference.
Yeah.
She went down the rabbit hole, went down my butthole. And it felt like that. It felt like she was like, wee! I'm like, get out of there. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, I gotta. It's a continuation. I'm not out of the woods, nowhere. I'm actually in the woods right now. I'm trying to find my way out of the woods. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll let you guys know, more progress in the future, and I'll keep you informed, of, if I find my way through the woods and where am I at in the woods, because I'm going to be there for a while. This type of surgery will hospitalize me. I don't know how long I'll be in the hospital. I had this happen last year to me. The same time last year. Oh my God, I was in the hospital. And now, a whole year later, I'm having to deal with this issue all over again. And the last time I had this issue, I was in the hospital for a month.
Yeah, and enough is enough already. You need to mention that bowel transplant thing. Joe.
Yeah, a whole month in the hospital. Oh man. Yeah, man.
Even if they have like an artificial bowel, they can give you. Anything is better than what you have.
I'll take the pig. I'll take
Whatever. Yeah.
take the pig bowel, please.
Yes.
I'll be the lab rat. I would love to have a Cadillac colon.
Yeah.
Like,
I would love a new one myself.
my goodness, I want a new slide. It's like,
If it wasn't for friggin' Imodium AD, I'd never leave the bathroom. It's like I had a steak the other night. A steak, for fuck's sake. The most solid meat you can fucking eat. And it came out pure fucking water. Are you fucking an hour after I ate it?
Wow. Your stomach is all
Maybe
over.
I'm exaggerating, but it happened right at bedtime, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Your stomach, it's very important, And
Yeah.
we don't really pay attention, when we get hungry, and we just eat, we're like, I'm hungry, let's eat something, and you're like, you're not supposed to eat certain things and certain foods, and you just like don't know, and you just eat. what you eat, it pretty much like affects your whole health.
Yeah, I try to eat, as best as I can afford to eat.
Yeah, and I try to eat good, and try not to like not eat too much like out and eat more at home. And
I definitely love my salads. God
yeah,
forbid I eat a fucking salad. Oh my God. You
oh,
know, there's nothing solid in a salad, and so it all comes out water too. Don't even stay in there. Nothing stays in there long enough for me to absorb the nutrients.
mm. Okay, so do you walk? How long do you go for walks?
I can't go for walks. I have a broken body. I'd
Mm.
like a new one of those too.
I think that's affecting you a lot. Is not walking enough. That's causing your stomach to have
Well, I
issues.
walk plenty around the house. I don't
Yeah.
sit for more than 5 minutes at a time before I'm up
No,
doing
just
something
a,
again.
no, just a stroll, just like a nice stroll outside and getting the fresh air. Like I don't see you like out and about like that. I see you more like inside the home. You
Well,
know.
I do go out on my deck and in my yard,
Hmm. But like a stroll, like going for a walk. I think you should look into it.
It's hard
Maybe.
to walk when your bones decide to start feeling like they're going to break on you if you take another step.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I stay close to home. A lot
Hmm.
of times I'll just walk around my trailer so that if I end up crawling, I don't have to crawl as far to get back in my house.
Now, do you use a cane or anything?
No, I just recently got a doctor in January when I had my heart attack. So I don't have any of these nifty little help me's to get around yet because the fake ass coronavirus showed up and reared its ugly head and pretty much put a screeching halt to being able to physically go see my doctor and prove to her how disabled I am.
It sucks that you have to prove yourself so much. Like it's like
Yeah.
you have to sell yourself and be like, I have to like prepare myself to convince this person that I am, you know, this is
Yeah.
what I'm going through.
I called her and I made an appointment. I get to finally see her for the first time since January next month. I demanded to be able to come in and physically fucking see her.
All right. All
'Cause
right.
this is bullshit.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. But they're so like the hospitals are like the hospital I went to today. Man, they have their defense up. They're like everyone that comes through has to get scanned and screened and show your ID. You have to give your ID, and they scan it into the system. It's like holy shit! Like what's going on here? Am I going into jail or am I going into the hospital?
I know, right?
Wait a minute. Why are you scanning my ID for?
Oh, I know for the first time ever because of the pandemic, there is a camera screen that shows you as you're waiting in line at the pharmacy. And I guess they're also checking, it's also a facial recognition, you know, thing and a cornea recognition thing. And they also want to make sure if you're being caught wearing or not wearing your mask. So every time I have to wait in line at the pharmacy, I make sure and scratch my chin or my forehead with my middle finger. And then I shoot daggers through my eyes at the screen.
Wow.
Yeah, I let them know I see you too, you bastards.
I was the one with the middle finger up in the air. You could easily
Oh,
keep it
I
across.
love it. I love it when they make me wear a mask because I'll take my middle finger up over my top lip and pull the mask out so I can breathe. So I'm flipping them off when I'm pulling my mask away from my face so that I can breathe too. Oh, yeah.
All
Oh,
of
yeah.
She's such a rebel.
You damn straight. It says so in my chart. Till
Yeah.
I'm dead. That's just how it is.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you get a
Yep.
spicy meatball, that's what you get.
No, for a woman, I got lots of balls.
Mhm. And let me tell you, she'll juggle them and throw it right at you.
Yep. I might not have a good physical spine, but I got a really good spiritual spine. I got guts. I may not have good
Hey,
physical
I'm
guts,
back
but
from cooking
I
some
have
cereal,
strong
so
spiritual guts,
definitely,
and
definitely gotta get Amy.
I have spiritual balls as well.
Yeah, she gotta get Amy in what she does and what she's all about. That's definitely, you know, on point. Oh man, I could feel some kind of sunset. Is that you, Paula?
Yeah, my sun is starting to go down.
I feel the sunset.
Yeah,
I can feel the strength of it. Because over here it's already like twilight, so the sun's already like on its way downwards, and
yeah.
it's starting to get like it's coming down. Hey, how you doing, Amber? I can
Hello, hello.
Come on, Amber. Come on, please. Come on to the show. I like more female energy on the show. I could do a whole show with all like the female energy.
Yeah, I hope some other female comes in because as soon as my narcissist gets home, I gotta get out of here.
Oh my god, you're so funny. I want to interview him one day. It's like
Oh, you don't want to interview him. He'll give you a fucking migraine.
I'm like, how you doing? I'm like, oh Lord. Oh
This
man.
motherfucker will pick anything into a fucking argument just to be an ass.
Just to push the buttons.
Just to push the fucking buttons.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. I'm just ready to strangle his ass, seriously.
Here's Amber. Hey,
Hi,
Amber.
Amber.
Hey, what's up?
Did
Hey,
God finally end this
Amber.
video?
What'd you guys say? I didn't hear any of that.
Did God finally end his
I
video?
said hello, man.
No.
Woman.
Hi. How you doing, Albert?
I'm
And
alright.
Ohio also, yes.
Good. No, I think he is still on because he has people still watching him, and he's like, I need to figure out who these people are. I'm like, just go to Rick's. He's trying to catch his breath. He said he talked a lot, so he's trying to chill for a minute before he comes over.
Oh, hell no. He's got Max in there with him now.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. There. You see, this is something that I cannot do with StreamYard. I can't like go to another channel and be on another channel while I'm on my channel. I used to do that a lot on Zoom. I used to go on people's other shows while I'm on my show. Because right now I would have been on Doc's show, and you guys would have been hearing me live from Doc's show. And
Yeah, that would be
I miss
so
that.
cool if we could just all go live from our own channel in the same
Yeah.
day.
I think I'm gonna go back to Zoom. I think if I could stream two channels at once and be able to do a lot of more of the options that Zoom provides, I think it'll be a better fit for me
Oh,
for
wow.
what I want. Because I want a 24-hour show. I want a show where when I feel good, I can do, I can come in and talk and do a few hours, and then I can hand the show off to somebody else, and then they can take over for a few hours, and then they hand the show to somebody else. And
By the way, Rick, where the hell did you go the other day? You dipped out, man.
I passed out. I'm sorry.
It's all good. We talked. It was cool. It was interesting conversations, and it was. Did you see how long it was? It was long.
Like 7 hours or something. You guys went.
Yeah.
All I know is I showed up to catch some of it, and it was dead ass fucking silent. So I'm like, this
Yeah.
motherfucker fell asleep. I knew he fell asleep.
It's funny. I went back in after we hung up, and I saw that you were still streaming, but you were sleeping. And so I wrote in there, I was like, oh, Rick, I'm going to spam you now. And so I was like, Rick, what are you wearing? And I was like, Rick, where are you, Rick?
Ricky.
That was how cold. This is when Doc starts talking, and like I was tired that day because like I'm going through all these issues, with my health. So I was just really tired.
You had company. You had company on the weekend.
Yeah, but I was just tired. I was tired.
Yeah.
I was exhausted, and my health was just like I'm just out of it. I'm just out of it. And even today, like I was with Doc on his show, and I just
took 2 hours nap while he was live.
Yeah, I took a 2-hour nap and then woke up, and Doc was still talking. I was like, this boy could talk.
Oh yeah.
So
it's that Gemini moon.
Yeah, so it's like he could do his show, right? This is what I want, right? A 24-hour show, right? So like Doc did what, 4 hours? Like holy shit.
Doc can do 4 hours easy. And
then I could take over and do another 2-3 hours and talk here and entertain the masses, and then I could pass the show along to somebody else, like you, Amber, because like you're out, west, so it's still early on your side, and you could do a show for like an hour or two, and then you hand the show to somebody else. It's just like a relay. And
the only thing I don't.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about that is you have to put timestamps or something in the description, because I will never listen to a 7-hour podcast.
It'll be a 24-hour show. It's a 24-hour.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it just keeps streaming, and it'll just keep lapsing. So they would just have to go back and watch, and then timestamp it or so forth. Those that watch, but it's a 24-hour show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like. It's just passes
you wouldn't be able to timestamp it in live chat. You'd have to put it underneath in the about section, because the chat likes to disappear a lot of times.
Yeah, so it still needs working and tweaking.
Yeah.
So but I would love to have that happen. That'd be such a cool thing.
I told somebody I would do a reading for them for free. And it's going to be a big reading, because I'm going to do like their chart and my intuition, and then pull cards. So I'll be busy for the next couple days.
What kind of astrology do you do?
Well, he's from California. I like to look at both. I'm better with tropical, but I'm also familiar with Vedic. So I like to do both and find commonalities between the two, and then go with that.
Yep. Both of my Western and Vedic both pretty much say the same thing. However, I should also say that the Vedic reading was more detailed than the Western astrology, because Western astrology says I'm a leader and a helper and a healer, but in the Vedic, it literally said POTUS, like a president.
Mm-hmm.
That's still being a leader and a helper, though.
Yeah, but it was more specific.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it, because then you can get into of course, tropical has the houses and all that, and the aspects and the squares and the trines. But with Vedic, it's cool because you get to dabble into the nakshatras and all of that.
So that's the zeroing in that Vedic has. Yes. I love it. I'm learning that myself too.
It's fun. It's a fun hobby.
Yeah. So I'd have you do mine, but I already had Maja do my Western, and oh gosh, what was his name? Panther Astrology or something like that. I want to get it right, because he's really good too. One moment. It was come on, where is it? I got it saved here. I'm also hooked up with him on Facebook. Jaguar Astrology. He calls it Jaguar Power Astrology.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not. I'm certainly not a pro, so I definitely don't. Like I don't recommend like coming to me before someone else, but I enjoy like dabbling in it all so that I can use my intuition and then put it all together. So it's different. It's different than just focusing on one thing.
And he
But
only
it's fun.
charges like $1 a minute as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So it'd only be $60 for an hour. Like for
Yeah.
real.
You can get a lot of information in an hour.
Yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can.
60 minutes is a lot.
I woke up late, man. I woke up at 1:30.
Girl, why?
Yeah, I drank shots last night. That's why. I'm kind of gluten intolerant a little bit, so yeah, whenever I drink shots, I'm like out.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to catch up on chores right now.
Me, I'm like, I can't even drink.
That's
Oh,
okay,
I can.
though.
I can't.
She's like, I can.
Oh yeah.
Amber's good. Yeah, she has her moments, and it's
Yeah, this past year has been, I kicked it up a notch for sure.
Definitely. I feel that.
Well, look, it's been a crazy year.
Tell me about it. Say that again.
Oh,
I just don't want it to be like a crazy ending to the year, but it's going to happen that way. A lot of fear this like towards the end of the year, like more fear, like the energy, like they love the energy. I don't know why they love it. They just
they're
love
energy vampires.
Ooh, they love it. They love to scare people.
The best thing to do is just disconnect
Yep.
and yeah, not fall for it. I actually yesterday sorry.
I just say, can't touch this.
Yeah. Because it's depressing, man. Sometimes I find myself searching through all these YouTube videos and you just see all this different shit too. It's almost like watching the news sometimes. It's like, I need to stop watching this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It gets depressing, and then not only that, but it's just like, oh man, it's just overwhelming, the energy.
The world right now really needs those who can vibrate at a higher vibration to stay there as often as possible.
Yes.
Like I was telling you guys, like if I do expire, if I do pass and stuff happens, it's just a high possibility that can happen to me, right? So
Right.
I'm gonna head to the butterfly cluster. I'm gonna go find it, but first I hope Brian's over there.
Yes, he is.
I hope Brian's there. I'm like, Brian, you better have my joints ready, dude.
It was after Brian passed that it occurred to me to make a video now that I can go live about the butterfly cluster being the way out, because when he passed, I saw a vision of him turning to pure light like a star and shooting into the Milky Way in the same vicinity as the butterfly cluster, which is at the end of the arrow of Sagittarius.
Wow.
Yes.
So y'all
That's
know where
beautiful.
You know where
Yes.
I already got the directions.
He's there.
I already got the directions, and if anything happens to me, well, you guys know already where I'll be. So it's because all the health issues that I'm going through, it's like it's a roller coaster. It is. It's a horrible ride. It's like when you wait in line to ride a ride, and then the ride is just like unride, like it's just you can't ride it, and you just want to get out of the line, and they're like forcing you to get on the ride. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to be on that fucking ride. Get me off of this shit. Like the whole ride, life. This is a weird. It was a weird time being here. It was like, I'll make things better if I do pass. I'll make sure I'll try to do my best to make things better for the ones that are still here, but it's there's going to be a day that I'm not going to be here, and I'm going to be gone, and everyone's going to miss and stuff, and that's cool, but it's like, I'm not, we're not here forever. We're all going to die one day. That's the truth. They don't tell you that.
It's beautiful to see the signs and, to see certain birds come around and just knowing that that's the person or the animal that you're mourning. Like with Brian, I don't know if I've already told this story on live, but since my dog passed 5 months ago and then Brian passed, I was just really upset. And I was sitting on my porch and a pigeon, which is another form of dove, came up on the porch, which they never do. And then I went and sat in the chair, and 2 of them came, and they were sitting right in front of me, and they were cleaning each other, and they were loving each other. And I thought that was really cool, because that meant Brian and Louie, my dog, were there, and they just wanted to let me know. And also, owls have been coming around, because I used to hoo at the owls at night with my dog. Yeah. And when we get sad, like me and my mom, if we get sad, it's happened twice. There's been an owl in our tree, which was really cool. I just think that's beautiful that they can still talk to us through life, Oh
yeah. That's good energy too.
Yeah. It's very helpful. For me anyway. I really need that sometimes. Pull me out of my funk.
Yeah. I just feel like, I don't know, it just feels weird because it's like, when you know things, you just know. And I just feel like I just know that, my time is coming up, and I want to stay here for as long as I want. I want to be here forever, but I'm not. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to be going down a nice slippery slide, and
well, I hope not for a long time. I would miss you greatly.
Yeah, I would miss everyone too. I mean, it's like, but it's like something that we all got to go through, and it's like, it's just so weird that we do have to go through that, and it's like you don't get an option at your birth, and you don't get your option at your death. It just happens, and it's just the weirdest. Like I just find it like it's a storybook. It's like a book. Everyone has their own book, and this is just our chapter in this life, and at this time. It's just we're here now. And
I wouldn't want to be here forever.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I just we kind of get a lot of people want to, because they're like, oh, they don't want to leave, they want to be here, and they want to stay here, and then it's like, but why? It's like I understand, you have this great stuff and a great life, and and people that are super rich, they want to be here forever, and I just feel like, I don't know, that's being greedy.
Yeah.
Right? It's like greedy bastard.
Plus, that just means they're at a lower level because they're focusing on the physical instead of what else is out there.
Yeah. It's just weird. It's weird. That's what it is.
Well, they can't stay here forever, so as much as they want to, have fun trying.
Yeah. They can't stay forever, and this election stuff is just getting wild. It's only going to get crazier this month. Oh, man.
I gotten two. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I've just been bombarded with campaign calls and people calling me about Trump and then about Biden, and then I'm like, why are they calling me? Why are you disturbing me with your crazy
propaganda?
Yeah, propaganda. Not only that, but just stop bothering me. I don't politics. It's listen, to me, throw away the Republican and the Democrat. Like, throw all that shit out. Like, start a new republic, it's gonna be a one world order republic. So it's just gonna be like everyone together, no separation. Like, we all got to deal with this shit. So no more divide and conquer. Because that shit don't work.
And it really sucks when every single person knows we have to. Well, we don't have to, because I don't vote. I know a lot of people do, and a lot of people they're like, well, I'm going to choose the worst or the best of the two evils, and it's like, whoa, that doesn't even make sense to me. Like I'm going to choose rapist number 1 or rapist number 2. Like, that's just weird to me. I'd rather just not even go there.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, it's just you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. It's like you're still damned no matter what.
And I feel like by voting, it's a way for us to willfully invite what that person you voted for, what their actions will be in the future. Like, you're giving your will to them at that point, and it's like,
To be submissive.
I don't want to be a part of that,
You don't want to be submissive.
Nope.
You don't want.
I don't want to give my will to someone when I don't know what their motives are.
Yeah, because like they're following an agenda no matter what. No matter who wins or loses, they gotta follow the agenda.
Yep.
So, it doesn't matter who's in office. It's all a show.
Yeah, and it's always the same bullshit. It's like people forget. It's like they have such short-term memories that they forget that this happens every fucking time. There's always evil with those people.
Yeah, and it's like the ritual party every 4 years.
Yeah.
To gather the masses and
separate them and
separate.
I even got into a heated conversation with somebody that I love dearly last night when we were drinking, because she's all about Biden, and I'm like, okay. So yeah, it just kind of separates people. It's not a good thing.
It's like, separating the herd and separating everybody, and and if they don't get their way, they can just destroy and fight, and with all this what's going on now with the riots and the thing with Black Lives Matter and what was the other group, Antifa and other groups. It's just, I don't know. I just feel something's not right about either of the groups. Something just, when something doesn't smell right, it just smells like shit. You call it. I call it. I smell something's not right.
Well, and you can even do the research and link all of these groups to these people who are funding it and stuff. So, I mean, the information's out there for sure.
Mm-hmm. It's like,
but people don't want to listen. They don't want to accept it. They're like, no. It's like, what? Okay.
Nobody want to do their research. They just want to follow the leader. Follow this and follow the government. With the government, like, I'm like, for real. Like, I don't know. I would like to go to the center of the earth. Wouldn't you would like to go to the center of the earth and just, not deal with any of this craziness? How come they don't let people go to Antarctica and live in Antarctica and form their own country in Antarctica? How come it's we can't go there? Like, yeah, it's a continent, but you're not allowed there. You can't go there.
Yeah, there's a whole other civilization out there. That's why.
They don't want you there.
At least that's what I think.
Yeah, and they don't want you there. It's like secretive. Like, you never hear anything out of the Arctic, and especially Antarctica. Everything's all secretive. William Byrd went out there and he flew out there and he said there was an entrance to the center of the earth. and it was very sunny and very beautiful and tropical weather. Makes you wonder. Yeah, it can happen. It can be. Who says it can't? And they did. They silenced him. You know, he wasn't supposed to say certain things that he said at that time that he said it. And, you know, he, you know, kind of paid with it, you know, in his life, and not only his life, but his family's life. Because you never hear anything about the family, right? You only hear about him. Or it's, you know, their opinion, you know, what happened with him. To William Burke.
Paula left. Her husband came home.
Yeah, her husband. I think he's coming home, or she's, yeah, it's a routine. I'm kind of used to the routine already. So like, Paula's gone. She would have been in here saying, "Fuck yeah!" like, Paula, you're awesome. You're funny. I like her so much. I like her personality.
Are you using a different microphone right now?
No, it's the same mic that I had before.
I wonder if it's not plugged in or if it's off because it sounds different.
That's I'm telling you this. That's how they play with me. Like that's how they mess with the equipment all the time. Today I've been really hyped up with energy. I've been messing up equipment all day. At the doctor's office, when I went into the doctor's office, like I went inside the room. When I went in the room and I sat down and I was getting ready and stuff, the computer started going crazy. They had to restart the computer and restart the modem in the room in order to get the system back running again because she's like, this is working perfect. As soon as you walk in, you sit down, and now it's not working at all. Like, this never happens like this. This never has happened. I was like, yeah, it's me. That's what. I mess up computers. I mess up speakers. I mess up mics. I mess up everything. My energy.
Every time I try to go live, something messes up.
Yep.
Always. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, but it seems like a StreamYard. That is there's something going on with StreamYard. Because I never had this problem with Zoom. And I don't mess with my equipment. I just sit on my desk, turn on my system, and just talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't be moving. There shouldn't be any problems as far as connection or anything of that nature. Should be able to hear me fine. I know I talk in a low voice, but I speak right into the microphone. So, yeah, it's just weird. It's weird, Amber. Except the weirdness.
Can still hear you though, so.
Yeah, you can still hear me. So, how was your day?
It just started like an hour. Well, two. I woke up at 1:30. It's almost 4. So.
Oh my goodness. Woo!
I know.
I've been tired more. Like I know I'm tired because of what I'm going through, but I just feel like the energy that's like in the cosmos that we're feeling, like the solar energy and not only our solar energy but the galactic energy. I just feel like we're being hit by like a tsunami, and I just feel so tired and so weak, and I'm like, I just like want to go back to bed and go back to sleep. And I'm like, that's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It
weird.
happens.
And like for me, I gotta go through all this stuff that I'm going through, and I'm like, I'm tired. I told my caseworker, she came by today, and she's like, you look like you got hit by like a car. And I was like, shit, I feel like it. I just don't. I didn't feel good. I don't even like. I don't know. Just not. It's just. It sucks that like having stomach problems. I've been dealing with this since I was like young. I've been having stomach problems, and to this day, I still have problems. And these problems need to be fixed and correct. If it is not, then I will not be here for much longer. You know, Especially if I have a hole in my colon. And not only that, but I have issues with my intestines, my lower abdominal. So, and I know that's from the scar tissue that's developed around my intestines and it's choking out my intestines. So we're gonna have to go in there and operate and get rid of all the scar tissue that's in there. It's like it's kind of like it's like Spider-Man webs in there, and it's kind of like it looks like a really wooded area. It's not supposed to be wooded, but it's like there's so much scar tissue everywhere in there, and I'm having problems. And I would understand you have the bleeding. I understand that's all right, but when you have a lot of like blood clots coming out, then that's an issue.
Of course, in your intestines, that's where your
Yeah, the blood, like the blood. I see where the blood's coming from and everything. Um, I got that. What I'm not understanding is why we're getting that much blood clots coming from you. So there's an issue going on. There's something big going on. So that's why I gotta get the CT scan and I gotta be seen, in a few weeks, and I may have to have surgery. I have to have.
It sucks because you get surgery and then the scar tissue comes back.
Yeah, I have to have surgery, and it's just something that I got to go through. And, it's I just don't. I gotta drink this gallon of nastiness. Like, I before surgery. I hate that. I hate doing that. I don't like that. I don't like them making this nasty ass drink that cleans you out. I'm like, can you give me that before I go to the hospital, and then I can start drinking it here, and then I could little by little clean myself out, and I make sure I don't eat, so that way I don't have to do it all in the hospital, because they make you drink it all in the hospital, and that's disgusting. Like that's
Yeah,
hard.
it's that chalky stuff, right?
Yeah, no, it's just drink. You have to drink, and it's like a whole freaking gallon of it, and it's supposed to clear you out. It cleans your gut. It cleans all the crap you have in there because you poop it out, and it's just and then you be pooping for like you be cleaning your system out, like flushing yourself out for like a few hours, until you get everything out, and then when you're done, then you're done, and then you're ready for surgery. And it's not fun. I hate that. I hate it. That's ugh. I'm gonna tell them, like, if you're gonna prep me for surgery and you're gonna make me drink that shit, let me drink it beforehand and let me just clean myself out on my own, third, like slowly, not rushing like you guys do here in the hospital. Always rushing me to drink this damn gallon of nastiness. Ugh. And then I have to like flush myself out of it, like flush everything out, and then I'll be ready for surgery, and then they'll go inside, and the room will be super cold, and everybody's looking at me. I remember the last time I went to surgery, and I see everybody, and there was 8 individuals. I think there was 8 individuals in the room. Everyone had their own like duty they had to do, and we had like the 2 surgeons, the 2 assistants, like those three surgeons, 2 doctors, and 2 other people like assisting, and then the anesthesiologist, and there's like a whole group. It's a whole team. It's the surgeons. There's a whole team. And then they're like, you're looking at everybody, you're like, and everybody's like, oh, you're gonna do good, man. They be, encouraging me, like, "You're gonna be fine. You're gonna do, don't worry," because they see my heart rate, and I'm worried as hell. They're like, "Don't worry, man. You're gonna be good." And then the anesthesiologist, I go, "Give me a minute. Let me say a little message to myself before you put me to sleep, please." And she was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll let you. You still got a little time. You go ahead and if you want to say a prayer." I go, "No, I'm talking to myself." And I'm like, I start listening to myself because myself is talking to me, and it's telling me, it's gonna be all right. We're gonna get through this. It's gonna be a long surgery, but you get through it. And I was like, I hope everything comes out good. I feel good. I feel confident. And when I saw the anesthesiologist, I was like, all right, I'm ready. It's like, okay, here we go. Injects the medicine, starts putting in the propofol inside of me, and like, it's like, all right, we'll see you soon. I was like, okay. Like I was trying to like stay up as long as I could. I was looking at the clock to see how long I could stay up before they knocked me out. It only took about 5-6 seconds, and I was knocked out. It was like 5 seconds. I remember I was looking at the clock and I see the needle, and then I'm like, whoa, I was out cold. And that's when they started doing the surgery on me, and they're doing all this cutting inside of me. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have to go through that again. That whole experience all over again. I'm like, great. I could see it. I could see my doctor coming up to me, Dr. Barzak, looking at him, and I could see that he's going to tell me, I'm going to make sure to clean everything out, and I'll take real good care of you. And it's like, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I know I'm going to be going to surgery, so it's just, the timing. That's the thing, because everything's all time sensitive. I got a lot of things going on in September. And the fact that I'm seeing my own surgery again, it's it's like, oh no, I'm going back to the upside down. I'm going back to the upside down. It's like, I'm ready. It's all good. I'm ready for the upside down. I'm ready for whatever comes my way. And that's another battle I gotta go through. And it's like, it sucks that I have to go through this. I just want to throw up sometimes.
What up, my fellow Americans? What up?
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on?
What's up, buddy?
Just here, man. Just about to light up the joint.
Oh, that'd be nice. I can't. I gotta be on the base tomorrow at 0800 hours.
I'm smoking up a joint here right now and saying Gillet tomorrow.
I don't have to take any drug tests, but I just have to be there. I got some. I guess they deem my skills for something.
They want to plug you in.
No, it's a lot of shit's going on. I might be going over to Portland, maybe over here to these other cities.
Oh boy, you gotta have fun.
Well, I will. I love to have fun like that. That's action.
Oh boy.
I live for action. If I don't, then I have to be stuck in here and get the Corona 15.
Oh Lord.
Eat all fucking day.
Oh man.
Yeah. But I'm gonna get me some sleep in. I had to stop down here to wash some drawers, make sure I got some clean drawers and clean socks.
Oh yeah. You always gotta make sure you have those.
You never know when you need some clean drawers. These motherfuckers don't understand. You go to prison, and they oh, you got dirty drawers. Oh, or go to the doctors. Oh man, you got dirty drawers. I don't want to touch you. That's why they put them gloves on.
Hell yeah. I went to the doctor today. And tells me, hey, make sure you're clean when you go in there, man. They went inside me. They went all deep inside me. And
You know why I go when I go to the doctors? Because I never know if I'm going to get a woman doctor or a male doctor. But if I just get lucky, get a woman doctor, I go to the doctors without no draws. I go commando. With no draws. Go straight commando.
Well, you end up in what are those? You know, the gowns. You end up in one of those anyway. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So it really don't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying?
Cover your butthole.
It really don't fucking matter. So I just go let them hanging. Let them go ding 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 until they have to touch my shit and tell me cough. But like, oh, don't you do that. Give me some nice hands. I don't want no fucking hard ass hands. So, yeah.
I used to go commando, and then I was like, and then my dog started chewing up the crotch of my pants. I was like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't go commando.
No. I don't think women should go commando. I don't think. I do
Maybe
not.
your dog gave you a good sign not to be.
Just got a
Not
vision.
to say something bad.
I got a vision. That was funny.
No. Commando. When they going commando?
Oh, God.
It reminds me. This story reminds of what she just said. It reminded me at an airport in Washington D.C. I mean, I guess a bunch of girls didn't wear no drawers, and when they had the canines sniffing at the time when the terrorist 9/11 was going on, everybody was getting searched and all that. I guess a couple of the girls didn't really had any panties on, and the dogs just kept sniffing and sniffing and sniffing. And I guess one of them was on their PMS day. We call it rag day. And I guess the dog was just following her, and they couldn't fucking get the dog to do his job because he was following the scent.
Oh, Lord.
But he got right up in there, and after that, we're like, oh man, fuck it, weird ass shit you see.
Oh, my God. I'm just here laughing. Because I'm seeing the vision of it. I'm just laughing at the dog.
The dog, I know the dog. It was a male dog. You know what male dogs they sniff.
I can see like a canine, with the black nose and the brown body all up in the freaking. Oh man. Oh man. This world is so funny.
I know the world is fucked up.
It's just good to laugh, You just laugh it out. That's what's the cool part about it. You can
Well,
laugh.
the bad part about it, we had to keep a straight ass face. That was the hardest fucking part about it. Like, we know they want to laugh, just break out. Everybody wanted to break out and laugh.
Yeah.
And the hardest thing is trying to keep it in you without you just blowing up and snot. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
God, that is funny. That's funny. Oh man. Yeah, man. I went to the hospital, man. Going to the hospital felt like you were going to freaking jail. Like going to jail.
Time?
And you go there, they have a camera that takes your temperature and takes a picture of you.
Yeah.
And you have to give your driver's license, and they have to scan it into the system to match the picture with the picture on the license. And then they do an ear temperature also. I'm like, how many temperature checks do you want? You want to check my ass too? Because that's what I'm going to check right now. Like, they're like, no. The ear. All right. Like, hurry the fuck up. This is an emergency. I gotta get up there. And as soon as I passed the clearance and I cleared, and I was like, all right, thank you guys. Thank you, ladies. Have a good day. I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm like, shit. Just it's gone crazy. Hospital is like, wow. I felt like it was just like, I don't know. It just felt weird. It just felt weird. It's just really weird.
Well, I mean, that system might be something else too. I mean, it has a lot of other purposes. You know, like I
Yeah.
said, there are people going in there snatching little babies, newborn babies out of the hospital and
No,
stuff.
this is all like COVID stuff. This is really like all of this because this the world changed and the hospital world changed. I was like, I spoke to a doctor. The doctor's like, I was like, I was telling him, I was like, good thing you went on vacation last year, huh? He's like, I should have taken a longer vacation. I go, I know with this COVID, huh? He's like, yeah, man. It's like the world. He's like, I know the world changed like overnight. He's like, you have no clue, man. It's like my job is like 3 times harder now, and it's just hard. And it's like, do your best. You know, it's like, nah, you know, I got a great team and stuff, and we have a good team, but you know, it's every day. It's just you never know.
Well, they got one thing right about the coronavirus is make sure that if somebody does have it, they know that it's a flu. So they're going to start taking a lot of temperatures. And if your temperature is dropping in that series of what the flu gives you a fever and stuff, and if you have that, then they know that you got it. But it's really kind of fucked up. I mean, like I said, the world's fucked up.
Yeah, we're in a chaotic time right
Because when I go on the base, I get checked when I go on the base, when I leave the base.
now.
If I'm going to the store or get something off, say eating at the chow line, I'll go over to McDonald's or White Castles and stuff, and then I have to come back and get checked again. I mean, fuck, dude. And I've
Yep.
just been here about 15 fucking minutes ago, guy. Then you see my fucking face? I'm the fucking asshole you guys don't like.
They still got to check me though.
Yeah.
This like this fucking asshole. We gotta check his ass.
I got into it. I got into it from a month ago about it, and my boss told me, "Man, stop being a fucking asshole. Just let them do your job."
Mhm.
Okay, stop busting their
Mhm.
balls. They know you. They're just doing their job.
Yeah, and
But,
following orders. That's
but
all.
yeah, well, that's life, man. That's
Yeah,
life.
and this Portland stuff, and now all this craziness still continuing going on. It's like it's like an internal war. It's like, and I think that's what the Democrats want. They want
They
this.
want it. They want this. The Democrats want this so bad, and I say let's all of us go to have a fucking straight up battle royal. I mean, there's a couple people I would love to crack across the fucking head with this goddamn big piece of oak wood.
Oh Lord.
I mean, that's what it's gonna be. I mean, fuck. Everybody want their own fucking country. You live in a country. You got your own country. This big ass country. Enjoy it. Oh, I want a country myself. What you guys think you fucking Chaz? But it's a fucked up world.
I don't know. It's a pretty big country. I mean, it's like we're so
Well,
little,
there's
and
parts in the United States we haven't even touched. There are
yeah,
parts of the United States we have not even touched.
you can't imagine what's out there, man.
They want to touch all the farmland and start building everything on the fucking farmland and shit. Like, damn, you can't do that. That's how why our resource of food we can't feed fuckers because we want to build fucking income apartment buildings because no one don't want to practice safe sex. I mean, shit.
One of the things that really, really makes me mad, like I would go and take my dog for walks like in the middle of nowhere. Next thing you know, a ranger's coming out saying you can't be here. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? There's all this land and this one little person can't be out here. Like that just ugh.
You got rangers out there. You must be by the state parks.
I think there's rangers all around, but I don't know. It might be a
They
different
normally
person,
they
but
normally are at federal parks, state parks and federal parks.
no, it wasn't there. It was it could have been somebody with a badge, but I don't know if it was a ranger specifically.
Could have been a Boy Scout, who knows?
Yeah, someone with some kind of authority.
Some third time.
Um, the federal rangers are the ones who protect the state parks. I don't think the police have the power to go on state parks and arrest you. But there is with the new law, the Azon law. I guess you got to have two different sides of cops to be there to arrest you. It's some BS. Some straight
It's
up
like
BS.
it's just like with police, they've got for each district they got their own set of
Mhm.
police officers and they
Each
can't.
county has their own police. Each town has
Yeah.
their own police. Like every area, like they have their own rules.
You got the state boys, you got the sheriffs, you got the city police, then you got the government police. That's the federal state park control police. Shit, next you're gonna have citizen police.
Was that other police force that Obama trying to bring in?
Which one? What is it called?
I don't know. It was some Obama one. It was like a citizen police thing.
Oh, yeah, citizen police. Yeah, where no average people can arrest you. Yeah, you go right ahead and arrest me, motherfucker.
Like I don't know. It was like a lot of the Democrats wanted to do that, and they want to eventually take away the guns from the police and use more of a non-lethal way to apprehend.
Now, how are you gonna do that?
What they need to do is
Throw
train them
rocks.
better.
That's what they're
They
trying
need
to.
they need to do like a certain amount of hours every week training
Well, this
and
is the
learning
problem.
how.
This is the problem. This is the problem with the police force. Most of the police are old time people that been there a while. Some of them are mostly military people. I mean, I think that's the great thing because with military experience that you have, you know how to get out of the war zone when it happens and stuff like that. But the problem is they can't get none of the young people to come in because the young people don't want. They keep saying "fuck the police." And I think if the young people start coming to become a police officers, you might think, all the old timers that are racist that been on the street for 20 years and know what the hell, the bullshit, no matter
They got
what.
jaded. They're jaded.
And they're burnt out. They're burnt out, and that's what I say. I mean, retire some of these old timers. I mean, shit. And
bring in a
these
new
young
force.
asses, these young motherfuckers, these young, dumb, and full of cum motherfuckers that want to protest and bitch. Well, there's job opening right there. Become a citizen police. Be a police officer. Give back to your city. Give back to your state. But they don't want to do that, so they have to deal with these old timers that have fucking grouchy attitudes because they have to pull over someone or somebody sitting there running their fucking mouth because why you pull me over? You don't have me no right no pull me over. I'm the fucking police. I got the right.
Yeah, but they also need to learn techniques to subdue people because they run around like damn chicken with their head cut off trying to catch someone, and then they end up having to shoot them dead. And instead of just choke holding them and getting them down on their knees and fucking cuffing them, like half these cops are so damn fat they can't even run around the block.
Right, they're old police officers. They're burnt out. They got their
Even
20
the
years.
younger ones, I've seen young. I mean, a lot of them are in good shape, but still, they don't get the training. They still need to practice martial arts a couple hours a week at least, and they don't.
Well, the world has changed, and people. It's not like back in the 80s. It's not like back in the 70s. I mean, when the 90s came along with that crack cocaine, meth, and all that, that really changed everything. People are getting more attitudes. They don't want to sit there and listen to the police. I mean, when a cop asks you, "Can I have your ID and your registration?" and you want to sit there and bullshit and play around your glove box like you really looking for it and all that, and just be honest. I ain't got no ID. You caught me. 5 out of 10, them cops will let you go. because they don't want to sit in that damn hot ass room writing letters and notes and diagrams how shit happened, A, B, and C, and D, and E, F, and reports and all that. Because I know a lot of cops hate fucking writing down reports.
Oh yeah, they
They
hate it.
hate that.
It just takes time. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all. It sucks.
Well, with this era we're living in now, I mean, shit, you might be seeing some actually live RoboCops coming on the streets now.
I
Hell
already
yeah.
talked about yesterday about the helmet, the new helmets the police are going to be getting. That it scans everything, it records everything, it gives you the biometrics, it puts in the data, it goes into a database where it searches all their like social network like Facebook and it checks everything like rapidly. And
Well,
it
they
tells
might not get that kind of equipment because if they're
you
debunking all the cops, they
they
not might
already
get
have
that.
it. They already have it. They already displayed it. They already
They did?
yeah, it's already out. And the cops are going to start getting them. And it's something that they're going to be using new state of the art equipment and technology that they want to test out during these riots and craziness.
Oh, that's good for them.
But they got that 5G shit where they can fucking point a beam and zap them all day.
Yeah, they don't need to use lethal weapons.
Yeah, that's why with the other day when I was talking to that Canada guy from Canada, you was online and we were talking about it. He was saying, asking me about these special machines they had, these riot machines. Remember that? Where it makes you vomit and nausea and all that.
Yeah, it's ultrasonic machines.
Yeah.
hmm Yeah.
Because he asked me because I was, yeah, they out there, but they only
Mhm.
out there when the riots are out there. But once they let them go, I'm telling you, them buckers in Portland and all that, they're gonna feel the sickness. They haven't even brought them out yet. They're lucky they're not in third world countries where they just say, "Fuck it, I don't give a fuck." Pop, 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 pop you in your fucking ass in the head and throw you in a dark goddamn jail cell.
Yeah, out here it's just it's a special time right now. It's like it's just it's just history we're living in. That's all. Those that are spectators and those that are participators. That's what it is.
Well, it wasn't like the back when Martin Luther King was marching and all that. These days, people want to burn your business down. Say her name. Say her name. Mary? No, say her name. Like, man, I ain't saying anybody's name. My name, Jesus Christ. Mama, come get me. I ain't gonna say her name.
Mm,
Well, like I said, I'm glad I'm halfway out of the city. I ain't gotta worry about that. You come all the way out here, then you really, really, really need to get your ass buried in the fucking backyard. Ain't no racist shit out here. Everybody cook, everybody watch everybody. About to have a a farm store going on next week where everybody brings their stuff and sell it.
Like a farmer's market.
Yeah, I got
Those are fun.
there's a black lady down the street. She makes some good bean pies.
I never had a bean pie.
Never had a bean pie. Oh
nope,
man,
I neither.
I bet
no,
I'd like it.
she makes a good bean pie.
Nice.
I told her I'll trade her some small, tiny grape tomatoes.
I like the grape tomatoes. They're delicious. They have like a little crunch to it too. Mm.
That's why I like this. I like the subdivisions because the subdivisions are a lot quieter and nicer. The city, I mean, I love the city. Got history. But there's too many fucking dumb, young, and full of cum idiots in it.
Yep, and that's where all the crackheads like to hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's opportunistic. You know, you know, take advantage. It's the time that people take advantage of one another.
Out in the subdivision, when you get out to the farmland, people give a fuck about each other.
But I do
Yeah,
love.
because they're too busy growing their own stuff and working on their land and their property. They don't sit there and get brainwashed by television and
And
They
radio.
because they
read
only
books.
show the bad stuff.
Yeah, they only show the goods. That's why the farm people out in the suburbs, they read books and they're a lot smarter. And they got bomb shelters.
I love farmers markets. I do. I go to mines every Saturday. Every Saturday I'm there. They know me already. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm like, I'm good. You know, I get what I need to get. They know I'm gonna get it from them. So
Well, this year, like I said, coming up, everybody, I want to get some honey. There's a guy
honey.
down the street.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
pure honey, non-step. No MSG,
yeah,
BBCs,
yeah.
DDCs, BSEs, or CB, or whatever. Pure honey.
Yeah. I buy it all the time. I got a whole bunch here. It's so delicious. Oh my goodness. Especially like the honey sticks. And I had a lollipop too, a honey lollipop. Mm. It's so good. He's gonna be back this weekend, this Saturday, so I'll be televising on my show from my phone.
I used to give my dog raw honey. I'd make him treats and stuff, and just because he had cancer, so I tried to give him stuff to help his gut out to try and help him fight as much as he could. He loved it.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
He loved those home cooked treats. Yum yum.
Mm-hmm.
Oatmeal. I did oatmeal, peanut butter, honey, and a little bit of almond milk to make it moist. Oh, I think I put an egg in there too. Cook them up. Nice crunchy treats.
They love that.
Sometimes I would even eat one.
They love. Listen.
Well,
They
shit,
love.
when my dog was alive, I was feeding him peanut butter, and he loved it.
They love.
Yes.
They love duck eggs also.
But he never liked the peanut butter with the nuts in it. I never understood why.
When you put duck eggs, when you cook with duck eggs, because a lot of people use chicken eggs, but duck eggs, oh man! And when you cook with it and you put it together, oh man, it's just like heaven. It's like yum yum yum. Give me some more.
I used to go to a restaurant that used to sell, well, they cooked it too, oxford eggs, some big ass oxford eggs. Oh man,
Yeah,
some good ass omelets out of that big ass omelet.
yeah. It's just it's no different than chicken and any other egg. You know, it's like an ostrich egg. You imagine? Oof. Especially those. Oof. I bet in Australia that's what they use a lot out there. Ostrich eggs.
Mm-hmm.
They take advantage of that. I don't know if it's a delicacy. Is it a delicacy? I'm not sure.
What, in Australia?
No, I mean the ostrich egg.
Yeah, there's a Chinese shop out here. You can order rattlesnake. You can
Holy
order
shit.
rattlesnake, and if you're good, they give you a little menu on the side of different animals like cow tongue, tiger's nuts.
What the hell?
Yeah.
This some black market shit.
Yeah. Well,
No, that's not cool at all, man.
What's going on here?
I'd go in there and be like, damn you. You killing tigers for their nuts? What the fuck? What's wrong with you, man? They'd be like, she's kicked out. She's kicked out. Don't ever let that white girl in here
you
again.
go McDonald's. They'll be saying, you go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
You go. You eat slop. You eat pig slop. You get out of here.
Exactly.
The sperm. We don't see the nuts. The sperm. What?
I always go for their venom whiskey, rattlesnake whiskey.
Oh Lord.
Interesting.
Right.
Some of the stuff people come up with. Very inventive.
Yeah, it's like rattlesnake biscuit. Wow.
When I ate
Rattlesnake.
meat, I never ate cow tongue, but I was always willing to, but I stopped eating meat before
I
I
was
got
like,
the chance.
I couldn't. Even as a little kid, if you told me that's what that was, I would nope. Dude,
Shit, you
like
guys never ate crickets and grasshoppers
hell no, I
and
leave that.
grubs?
I leave that for the frogs.
Shit,
No, never.
them are high protein. Them good protein right there.
I put the
Chocolate
cricket,
grasshoppers.
I put them outside. To put them back outside.
Fry some grubs together.
Ooh, it
Saute it with some
brought me
white wine and garlic.
back memories.
A little bit of
I
salt.
save bugs now, so I couldn't eat them. I save flies, dude. I try to save everything.
Yeah, that's to kill the flies. I feel like they're just like I don't know. They're like little spirits, little like Tinkerbells.
I just
Well,
know
what?
if I was a bug, I'd rather be saved than killed. Just because like people just kill bugs because they're bigger, and it's like, well, just because you're bigger doesn't mean you should kill it. But that's just me.
I just kill spiders. I don't like spiders. So I'm sorry, you're doomed, spiders.
Never ate a spider before. I heard it real crunchy, but I never ate a spider.
Yeah, eat a tarantula is like eating one of those onion, bloomy onions, right? From Outback. Like, here you
Oh,
go.
you know them rose onions, yeah, where they got them all split. Yeah,
Here you go.
put
Like,
it in
what
some flour and fry that shit. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Onion rings.
No, flour. They're normally some places call them rose flowers. The way they slice them and they come in little pieces like French fries, and you got to pick them off. But they fry them in
And
a
then
type
they
of
come
batter.
with a little sauce.
Yeah, some what is that red sauce called? I forgot what's that
It's been
sauce. Yeah, I
I don't
know
know. I
it's a
can't
little
It's,
bit
remember. It's been
spicy.
years.
it's a spicy, sweet, but spicy sauce.
Southern Ranch.
Yeah,
That's what.
something.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
Southern Ranch sauce.
has like a sweet heat. It has a heat to it.
Anything fried is good in my book.
Fried frog legs.
Well, no, because I don't eat meat, but
Yeah, I would eat that.
Well,
Mhm.
that is not called meat. Ain't a frog some kind of fish
They
wing?
like chicken. I heard they like chicken.
I
They like
do eat fish, but I don't know if I could do it. I couldn't.
Yeah, all it is. Snake tastes like chicken. Turtle tastes like roast beef and chicken mixed together. Um, let's see what else tastes like chicken.
oh Lord.
Um, there's something else that tastes just like chicken, but it's not. It ain't chicken. I forgot.
I like
Eel.
fish.
Alligator? Alligator?
I never ate an alligator, but I had some alligator shoes. Wore them bitches to church. Like,
People
yeah,
do eat
my
alligators.
yellow alligator shoes. Like, yeah.
There's a lot of people that eat alligator down in
Yeah,
Louisiana.
down south. Yeah, New Orleans,
Louisiana,
Florida.
Mississippi, Alabama,
Yep.
Florida.
I
Them
never
people,
had a chance to eat
Louisiana,
alligator.
Mississippi.
yeah, they love gator. Ooh, gator meat. Oh yeah, when they go season and they go for gators and people buy them and eat them.
Hmm. I think one gator can give you about $500 in your pocket.
Shoot, you get a lot of money off of gators. But I, there's no way in hell I could do any of that shit ever. Like I could watch it on TV. I cannot do it. Hell no.
Hell to the no, no,
No,
no.
no, 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 no.
I say I try to get fresh meat. I don't really buy meat in stores because it sits a while.
I
But I
see a
try to
big
get
difference.
fresh meat. And when the winter time comes, I always try to freeze it. And last winter we did a pig, a live pig. Cut that fucker right up in half, let it sit for about maybe a week so that all that pus dried, and slice and dice on his ass.
Aw.
We 1 year in Florida we did do Noche Buena. We call it Noche Buena, good night. And we did two ways of pig. We did the canachina, which is the Chinese box, where you cook it above ground, and then we did the
Oh,
below,
the smoking way. Oh yeah,
and then we
I know
did
what
the
you're talking
below.
about.
We did the below ground, where we put the mat, we put the charcoal, like the rocks, and then we put the charcoal, and it's like underground. You let it cook. Oh man. Let me tell you, by the time we pick
Traps the
it out,
flavor. It traps the flavor in that meat
oh,
when you cook it on the ground.
oh my god, oh my god, the taste, like it's awesome. It's awesome. That's how the natives used to do like their
Hmm.
cooking. They didn't do so much above ground. They cooked it below ground and underground, and it just like the flavors is just more better and potent into the meat, and the smokiness, because you put smoky, you could put, however, you could put hickory wood in there, and it get like a hickory taste to the pork. Oh my god, come on, man. Oh, and then you make some good ass pork sandwiches. Oh, you put some
Get
mojito. Put some
cut the
mojito.
ribs up, get the butt
Listen, man.
and
You put
the nose and salt. You
listen,
know,
listen. You put a little bit of this. I'll tell you how to do this. You put a little bit of mojito, right? You put a little bit of hot sauce. Okay. You put some salt, and you chop the motherfucker up. And you put some onion. You put an onion. You chop the onion up. You put it together with the pork, and you put that motherfucker in the bread, and you eat it up. Oh my goodness, the best.
what
You
I was
don't
thinking
no
before
cheese,
Labor Day.
no
Before
cheese, no
Labor
nothing.
Day,
Just
I'm gonna
just the meat.
cook a nice ass baby lamb.
Oh
Oh
no,
God.
Yep.
why?
I'm like,
Why?
ah,
I gotta sacrifice to the gods, man. I gotta have a
no.
virgin lamb.
Oh my
These
god.
poor babies.
Or can we spit like before you when you pick one, just like pardon him and get get the next one. At least
No,
pardon one of them.
no, it
Like
don't work like that. I had to pick a number, and I gotta wait until the end of summer for it to come to me.
holy moly.
Because I'm paying the guy for the feed to feed it nice and good, and
How much
he only eating veggies, so you know how
how much
that feed's gonna taste good.
how much does that cost? Like for not the just the total of it.
A half a lamb will cost you about a couple $100.
Oh wow.
Because the pig I got was about maybe it was fucking fat, and it cost me
How much meat can you get out of it? Like how long would it last you?
all the pig. Remember that day I told you I wanted to cook the pork or the chicken? Remember that day Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the leftover pork was from the pig from last year.
Mm. You put it in the freezer?
Yep.
Uh-huh. I know you did. That's good.
I got this machine that sealed tight the airtight bags that airtight it.
Smart. Good.
And
Good.
when I open it up, was not freezer burn, nothing.
Yeah. It's preserved. Preserved.
Mhm.
That's cool. That's cool. It was really good. I bet that shit was good.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, it was good.
oh yeah, it was good. Oh yeah.
So I made some biscuits with that. I
Girl.
was
Oh,
gonna make some fried. I really wanted to make the chickens because I wanted some fried bread, Indian bread. I wanted to make some with that chicken, make some hummus with that shit.
nice. You
But
making you
I had a pork, so
making me hungry. Definitely making me hungry now.
I just got done making some homemade noodles, egg noodles.
Thinking about making myself a soup or something.
I think my water heater fucking broke.
Oh
Damn it.
no.
You might get that shit
We were
fixed.
planning on getting a new one anyways, but
they got some really nice ones and energy efficient ones. So those are good investments because you put that in your taxes.
Yeah, you could call that back. Yeah, you can get that
Yeah.
shit back for taxes.
Mm-hmm. So you could, you just have to. It's just you have to deal with having the plumber come and
Get the
take
one with
off
the
the
rebates.
water. Yeah.
Get the one with the rebate. Get
Mhm.
money back.
Yep. And you replace it.
I
And
don't
you
know.
get really good water heaters. They have really good ones. Like I envy your house. I'm like shit.
And if you're
We'll probably
smart,
get it from Lowe's or Home Depot or something, so they can come and
if you're
install it.
smart, you get insurance for it.
Go
Get
to Lowe's.
Oh
insurance.
yeah,
Get
Yeah, go to
insurance
Lowe's.
for it.
yeah,
All your appliances that you have, your stove and all that, get insurance for it.
yeah.
Go to Lowe's.
It's an old water heater. We
Yeah.
were told about it when we bought the house,
I
but it's
support it.
weird.
Yeah, get rid of it. Get rid of it. How long you had the
It's
house?
we just got moved in 5 months ago.
Okay. Yeah, get rid of that hot water because you don't know what's in it. It might got lead and zinc and all that build up in the
Yeah.
bottom because you got to drain your hot water heater every year.
Mm,
And people
I
don't
did
do
not know that.
Yeah,
Yep.
people don't do it.
Yeah, who does that? Not, I didn't even know you had to.
You got to, one, it'll make it more workable. Two, the water will be more clear where you don't have to use a filter without having all that metals and zinc and calcium coming
Mhm.
out of it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird because this morning my mom woke me up. She's like, "Help! I think we got a leak." Because our water bill keeps going up. So I'm like, shit. So I go outside and fucking yard, not the yard, but like this corner was flooding. But it came from I turned the water off and then I noticed it was coming from my neighbors. It was their hose. They left their hose on. So I turned their hose off, but now there's no hot water. And I'm like, wait, what? That's weird.
Check your
all that,
breaker.
yeah, that bottom of that pipe, the container that keep the water might be rusted out and got to the wick and the flint. You know how where you light it up, and push.
Yeah.
You know, it might
And
wore that out.
Amber, just send me pictures.
Send you pictures?
Yeah, send me pictures. Send me Amber, or we're good friends. So
Oh, the water heater?
yes, please.
Yeah,
Okay.
just don't. Yeah, we don't care. We see
Or you can
stuff
show.
down there. I won't be the first time shit I seen.
I just want to see what, because I dealt with water heaters before at work. I dealt with them, and I had to.
At Lowe's?
No, my building where I used to work at, my commercial building.
The light's flashing. Let's see. I'll get a picture.
She must went in the house. I heard the door slam.
That's what I did. I did maintenance for years and years and years.
I ain't
Oh,
doing
whoa.
maintenance.
I just saw the text you sent me, Rick, and I see Doc's face with his fro. That's so funny.
Oh yeah.
Man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get good enough pictures.
Use your flash.
Flash.
I just want to see like the unit and see what because you gotta be careful with water heaters too. There's like sneaky little suckers.
Yeah, you gotta get the right size.
Yeah, I'm
You
not
gotta make
touching
sure
it.
the pipes are working right, the fittings, all that. If you have to buy
Yeah,
new
but she could do that
fittings,
at Lowe's. She could do that at Lowe's, and
We're
they can
gonna-
even do it for her.
Yeah, we're going to hire some.
Yeah, they could. You can even hire people at Lowe's. I think.
make sure you don't get a fat guy with a butt crack open if they got a belt and bending down, looking, trying to think that he's really actually fixing it. You know what I'm talking about, right, Rick?
Oh,
A maintenance man.
Okay. Okay, so I see the system. It might be something that's malfunctioning with it.
Yeah. It's just
Because-
weird that I turned off the water and then I turned it back on and all of a sudden that's not working. It's weird. But-
Did you reset?
Oh.
Did you reset the system on it? Does it have a reset on it? But I see it's
I'll go look.
digital. Is there like a digital? Because I see a digital box. I don't know if there's like a reset or I see the connections. And that box down there. I wonder if there's a reset where it probably resets the hot water, because this is not a bad hot water heater. But your bill's been going up though. Your water bill was going up.
Yeah, we might have a leak somewhere.
Yeah. It'd probably be good to have someone do a see, but that's a good system though. It's not. It doesn't look because I would say.
What brand is it?
Yeah, does it say the brand on there? Because on the picture it doesn't really say the brand. I can't really see it.
Hold on. So there's 6 flashes. It says 6 flashes means replace burner.
All right, then you must got, if it's replaced, you might have a leak down in there.
You might have something going on. Yeah.
Oh, so that means that the flame was put out because it got water on it, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably.
Or you got cold air coming in and it's blowing it out. And cold air will do that. Like a little cold air underneath the, normally it'll be underneath your door, got a crack where air comes in, sweeps through. Because that's the only way to blow it out unless somebody goes up into it and
It's definitely not cold here. It's hot as hell here. I'm in Nevada.
Oh, damn. Nevada, we're Sin City. Are you close to the Sin City?
Yes. Well, no, I don't live in Las Vegas. I live in Reno. Reno, Nevada.
What stays there, what you do there stays there, huh? What the old mafia say.
That's what they say.
I bet you every part of their deserts they got dead bodies underneath in there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I got a new bird bath and they haven't seen it yet. There's a bunch of baby quail or a bunch of baby pigeons out here. I love little baby animals.
Yeah, I love them too when they're in my crock pot.
Oh God. I think it's been like 7 years now or 8 years since I stopped eating meat. I still eat fish though. Sometimes.
So I gotta have that. I gotta have meat in my diet. I try to do vegetarian when I was over in the Middle East, eating all that beans and rice and
beans mess with my stomach.
Kibit, fowl, all that stuff. I couldn't stand it. I said, fuck that. Where's the fucking meat? Where's the pork? We don't do pork. We don't do. We Muslim. We don't believe. Oh man, fuck y'all motherfuckers. You got anything that's close to meat? Lamb. Okay, bring it. I see that nice cow over there. Bring that over here.
You start looking at people like, damn, you look like you're tasty.
I do. I did that a couple times. And I'll bet you taste good with some sauteed garlic and some white wine. They thought I wanted to take them out on a date. But yeah, I'll take you out. I'll cut you up. Yeah. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't sit there and just eat veggies all day and sit there and eat before the sun comes up and wait all day until the sun goes down. No, I couldn't do that shit.
I actually
not
tried
to
to do
respect them, not disrespect them and all that. I kind of go the other way to eat without them knowing, but they knew it. But they respect
Hey,
me.
Jessica. Jessica's in the chat. If she's still here.
How you doing, Jessica? She needs to join the show too. I need to do a weather update too. A little bit later. I need to do the weather because remember I told you about Remember I said it was going to be a killer? Okay.
That storm that hit down south? Yeah, I heard they hit hard.
You think I'm just psychic for no reason, right? I don't know shit. I've been talking about this how many weeks ago, Albert?
Yeah.
Very long time that I was saying Nana was gonna be a very, very crazy storm. And it's gonna be a killer.
And it did. It hit hard.
No, she's developed. She's south of Jamaica right now.
Oh, I
And
ain't talking I ain't talking about the second one. I'm talking about the first one.
no, I'm talking about Nana. I'm talking about now. Currently, what's going on, and it's just crazy times, crazy weather, and I told you Nana's gonna be a killer, and sure enough, Nana developed, and she's gonna become a hurricane, and she's gonna kill a lot of people. And don't say that I didn't tell you so, because I said it like weeks ago that the storm's gonna be a killer.
Hey, empirical guessologist.
Hey, hello. How you doing? Oh, my stomach hurts. I still have that stabbing feeling in my stomach, so I know it's not what happened. Like what they did to me today. There's more things going on. It just sucks that it happens, man. And then you have to like convince the doctor and shit. I don't have to convince him. I'm like, look, motherfucker, this is what's happening. You know, it's like it's not supposed to be happening. And he agrees with me, so we're working it out. We're working this
It
shit
took
out.
it took 5 years for me to figure out what was going on with my gut.
Oh man. Okay.
I kept telling people like there's something else wrong, and no, and I'm like, oh my god, okay, fine. So thankfully, my boss was a naturopathic doctor, and she helped me. She helped me so much.
Nice. I'm trying to find. When I go through this, it's always a mission. By myself, it's just, they play peekaboo because they always change the freaking websites. They do. They always change the websites. It sucks. Let's see, imagery and data.
Well, I'm gonna let you go back to the Weather Channel. I gotta get some things done before tomorrow. So
Take it easy, man. Thank you.
I'll talk to you guys in a couple, maybe a couple days. Depends how long this shit works out.
All right, man. Stay safe.
Well, it was good talking to you, and yeah, stay safe.
No problem. Is this the same Amber that I talked to the other night until 5 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was asleep. I was sleeping. I was sleeping.
That damn night, I didn't want to argue about anything. I got these damn two fools talking about arguing shit. I'm like, God damn it. So I guess I pissed their asses off.
I don't know what went down. I don't know. I was asleep, so.
Because I came back to talk to you about the rest of my stuff, the tomatoes I dried out. I thought you was on. You were on for a second and you chopped off. And I was talking to Larry over here in the corner. And I don't know who the other person was.
Doc and probably Alex. And then Amber was on. I know Amber was on.
Yeah, she was just listening to us. I was just fucking just setting the fire
I
out,
don't know
throwing
what
more
happened.
gas on it.
Yep.
Just throwing more fucking gas on it. Like, oh, God damn it. I know what I'm like. Let's throw more gas on it.
Oh my god, I was sleeping. I was like, that always happens though. That's what's the good thing about my show is like when I leave the show for somebody else like Doc, or let like somebody else take over or Amber, and then just let it be its own like entity, because I go to sleep and someone could take over and and entertain for hours. And it's like even if it's debating, it's like we could agree to disagree. That's the cool stuff.
I really didn't care. Like I said, hey, that's good. You got knowledge. I really didn't care. Like I said, I was bored.
I was
something. I do. Sometimes I do that, especially when we are in meetings, secret, meetings talking about things, other sergeants and stuff. I just fucking throw the gasoline on it and make it more fire, and they get all goddamn mad as hell. Like, God damn it, that dumb motherfucker came in. Why the fuck?
You're the one I be telling to. Oh my god, folks, just shut the fuck up.
And it was two fire signs, man. So it was just like,
Oh, man. Oh my goodness, that must have been interesting. I haven't even seen the show yet. I have to go and rewatch my show and just listen to it. Oh my goodness, I was asleep.
What was it about? It was the sign.
Um,
Yeah, it was the sign of a woman. The sign of
oh,
a
the
woman.
V
Yeah, the V,
and the serpent and all that stuff.
the
Yeah,
serpent,
because
and
he
go
goes
ahead.
deep into occult. He goes deep into occultism. So it's like, and he's super passionate about it. So it's like, once you get him started, it's hard to get him to
Just
stop.
shut up. Just say it. Just
But
shut up.
that's
Hey,
sometimes you just gotta listen and try not talk over people. You
that
both
is
were
one
doing it
reason
to each
why.
other.
I mean, that is one reason why I don't really like to jump when Rick's online and other people jump in. I mean, it's a talk show. I can understand that podcast. I understand that, but sometimes you just really, you want to really talk about religion. How is your day, motherfucker? What did
no,
you
I
do
leave that for
today?
Sundays. Sundays
You
is the
know,
baby Jesus day.
no, like I said,
I call it the baby Jesus services, Sunday services. That's every Sunday on my show.
oh, don't do that. I'll come with fucking 7 different Bibles and speak the truth.
Oh, dude, just come on. I entertain. Come on.
Sounds like a party.
I know, right? This you're all invited to Sunday
And I'll
services.
make sure when I come in, I'll have my baby Jesus clothes on, my birthday clothes.
Yes, yes, I love it.
Oh god.
I'll do some basic instinct shit or some Deadpool 2 shit.
Oh,
You ever seen Deadpool 2, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you ever seen Basic Instinct, you'll know what I'm talking about when the woman
I
crosses her
seen
legs.
both. So I'm like, oh,
Or reading the Bible. I don't
oh,
believe in clothes, that's the devil's work.
oh man. Oh, interesting. Sundays will be so interesting.
Should I done that one time to my psychiatrist? I got pissed off. I was like, it was like it was hot as hell, and I went in there, and I started taking off my clothes, and she's like, "What the hell's going on? It's cold, lady. Don't you feel it? It's cold." She said, "Why are you taking your clothes off? It's cold. You goddamn crazy son of a bitch. Get out of my office."
Oh, Lord. Oh man, just to hear me laugh is priceless. Oh man, this is awesome. Uh, you guys are amazing in your own individual ways. I just sit here and I analyze and I just take in all the energy and it just makes me giggle.
And then once Doc dropped off, we were on there for like another almost 3 hours talking, I think.
Yeah, we were just talking about life.
Nice.
Mhm.
See, I like that. See, you could. That's what I mean. Like, you could pass the show over to somebody else, and then they take over, and then they speak for, how many amount of time they want, and then somebody else takes over, and they speak their piece, and having a show like that, a nice long show, but then you timestamp it. Okay, at a certain time, okay, so it tells you how many times. Like right now, I've been on for an hour, 58 minutes, and 26 seconds. That's a timestamp.
But I'll tell you this, man.
Yeah,
You
you just
do
have
get some.
to.
You
And
do get some weirdos. You do get some weirdos on your show. I know you do. I know
yeah,
you get times where you got black fuckers off.
I just get anybody. I welcome all. I welcome all. I've never discriminated against anyone. It's just you
I
gotta.
like weirdos.
Yeah, you come correct. You can be weird and come correct and speak.
It's all about meeting in the middle and trying not to like overpower each other, because we all have our own views and that's the balance. You got to stay balanced.
Yeah.
And that's why we allow me and her sit there for almost hours in the morning just talking about life. Nobody didn't want to talk about life. Everybody wanted to talk about what they learned on the damn computer. I mean, come on, dude. Let's talk about what you do today. What is the happiest thing you've done today? I
Holy
smoked a
shit!
joint.
Not me.
I cooked a cake.
I went through a lot today. I'm like, holy moly. I went through a lot of pain today in my ass. Okay. Yeah. Like they put cameras inside of me and everything today, and
Oh, they were taking a movie, part 2.
yeah, and they were putting rubber bands inside me, and and I have to have more surgery in the near future. So I have to do the CT scan, and once I'm done with the CT scan, then the doctor will come up with a game plan, and and then go from there. I maybe need surgery, so it's just when they're gonna do the surgery, and then how long is the recuperation from the surgery? Because I definitely gonna need to know. Because the last time I did this, I was in the hospital for a month.
You ain't got cancer, do you?
No, no,
Okay.
no. I think I don't know yet because they still got. I have these pull-ups and stuff, so I'm surprised they didn't like take them out and then test them and stuff. Um,
That sounds like colon cancer.
I don't. Yeah, I'll be
Bleeding
like
from the.
Wakanda, Wakanda forever. I'll be just like my bro, that passed away, and dying at a young age is not so bad. I mean, it is what it is. But there's people, a lot of good people died at the age of 40. 'Cause I'm in my 40s. I reached 40, so a lot of good people passed away in their 40s. Uh, yeah, yeah.
Well, don't wish on that, man.
I have issues with my colon, and I do have issues um, within my system, my internal system. So it's like the little engine that could. We're trying to keep this little engine, keep pushing the little engine, right?
Seems like it's a 50. It's a 57 Chevy. Trying to keep that 57 Chevy running.
Yeah, I have it's a '68 Camaro. That's my favorite car. I had one actually. I had a '68 Camaro in my life, so at least I could say I had one. I bought it from my father. I always wanted one, so I bought it from my father. It's like, how much?
Rick, I gotta bounce out and bounce back in. My headset disconnected.
All right, girl. I can hear you
I'll be
fine.
right back.
All
I
right,
know,
girl.
but I can't hear you very well.
Oh damn! I always mess up the technology and stuff. That's how it goes.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
68,
gonna leave and come
68
back in.
Camaro. Okay.
well, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right,
Peace
man.
out
Take it
on
easy, man.
everybody.
Be safe.
I'll leave the mic to Elber while I
Yeah,
walk my ass off across the street from 8 Mile.
man. All right, take it easy, bro.
All right, take it easy.
I'll be.
What up, man? How are you?
I'm just here chilling. I'm debating whether to smoke my joint today or leave it for tomorrow. I think I'm gonna leave it for tomorrow. Leave it for
Stay on
tomorrow.
like always.
Yeah, because I'm only gonna talk for maybe one more hour. Take my medicine. Take
Yeah.
my muscle relaxer. My doctor's like, I told him I take muscle relaxer. She's like, good. How many a day? I was like 3 times a day. He's like, good, 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 good. I was like, yeah, why? Like, I take it for my neck and my back and stuff. And he's like, no, it's good for your colon too. And I was like, all right. Like, it relaxes. And I was like, all right, fine. But it just sucks that like I have other issues going on inside my stomach again. Like it just happens, when you have, you know, this, problem with surgeries. I've had so much surgeries, aggressive surgeries. I had a surgery where they reopened me during a surgery procedure where I was in the hospital after coming out of surgery and to tell me that I had a very bad infection and that they needed to open me up right away. If they didn't open me, that I was gonna die. Like, what the fuck? And they strapped me down to the bed and pulled every staple out of me. I still need to talk to an attorney about that. That still bothers me because I got PTSD really bad, and I still feel the pain of that surgery every day. That shit fucked me up mentally big time. the pain was so bad, and it's just the hell that I went through. You know, it was. Hmm, yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't know. Let's see what happens, because it's like everything happens for a reason. Everything goes on for a reason. You know, what I'm going through is it's kind of like a test. You know, to see if you're paying attention. And if you don't pay attention, then that's it. You're not it. And there's those that pay attention and those that listen. And I appreciate your attention. Now, let's talk about my prediction and what I spoke about weeks ago. Remember, Albie, we spoke about na 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 na
Yeah.
na. Hey, hey, hey. That bitch is gonna kill a lot of people. Remember? I talked about that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay. I'm not a psychic for just because I'm just I just say I am. It's because I am a psychic. So I'm gonna show you guys something very interesting. This is Tropical Storm Nana. Right now, she's holding 50-mile-per-hour winds. She's moving west at 18 miles per hour. Her center pressure is at 1,002 millibars and dropping rapidly. The storm is rapidly developing into a small package hurricane right off of Jamaica. It's tightening up. You can tell the system has really exploded, and you can see the rotation. It's really taking off. This can end up being a very dangerous storm. It can cause a lot of deaths. This storm is projected to hit Guatemala, or I think it's heading towards Guatemala. I know it's heading towards like Nicaragua, Guatemala area. In Central America, it's rapidly coming across. But look at the feeder bands. This system, it tells you it's trying to get healthy. It's like the feeder bands is pushing out. Like that means it's developing a pressure around the system. So it creates a bumper. So that's what that is. That feeder band, that's the first initial feeder band. That's the bumper to get the storm rapidly intensified and rapidly together. The storm is rapidly it's really getting its act together. It did fight some shear, but all of a sudden it just really took off, and it's really intensifying. This thunderstorms you see here, it's trying to get itself together. It's trying to get the center back into, and it's getting the center right back into it. The storm is going to rapidly develop. This is going to be a killer. It's going to be a nightmare. Let's go ahead and check some of the other radars real quick. And look at that explosion at the end of thunderstorms. This storm just went boom. Like you can see like the pop-up of thunderstorms. And man, Haiti's getting hit by rain like crazy. Ooh, Haiti's, that looks like a whole system on top of Haiti. It just blew up on top of Haiti. Like out of nowhere, like boom. It's like a big bomb of rain just went over Haiti. Oh man, Haiti's going through a lot right now. Let's check the intensive. Like this is the daylight. It goes from day to night, so you can see the storm is intensifying big time as it was getting dark. Let's check the air mass real quick. Let me check to see if Amber's here. No, she's not here. Sorry. Let's check the dry air around the system to see if there's any dry air. Nope. System has no dry air in front of it. It has a little dry air to the north of it, but it's not disturbing the storm as much. Let me see. Some dry air in the northern portion of it, but the storm is rapidly moving to the west. So the storm is just really gaining strength. This storm is definitely going to be a hurricane. Definitely going to be a small hurricane. It's going to cause some problems. Let's check out the look at that explosion of thunderstorms, man. You see it, it's so mesmerizing. That's crazy. Crazy. And this is Nana. Let's check out the intensity, like look how it's intensified. That last image. Look how it's just like, it's very strong in the southern portion of it. It's trying to wrap itself around. If it wraps itself around tonight, this storm will be a hurricane. Definitely will be a hurricane. Small package hurricane too. Good things come in small packages, right? Yeah. This definitely is a small package. It's trying to wrap itself. It's trying to get itself together. See, it had a spin here, so it's like it's still trying to get a defined like center. It's man, that eastern side of the storm is so strong. It's 13. This is the intensity of the storm. Yeah, nice little blow at the end. Yeah, it's definitely going to turn into a hurricane. Small hurricane, but it's going to kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
Let's check the intensity of the storm. All right, it's pretty strong, man. It's trying to get its act together, and it has enough time too. This is going to be a strong hurricane, small little hurricane, but it has a big outflow. So all this has storms in it. I won't be surprised if this turns into a hurricane overnight. This area is known to go from Cat 1 to a Cat 5 overnight. That's why the Caribbean right here, this is dangerous waters, because this is one of the warmest waters in the world. And the storm is in prime time waters. And this storm has an opportunity, and it has the fanning, it has the high pressure over it. It's pushing across. This is the killer. Look what's up top of Haiti. Look at this, I just blew up on top of Haiti. That's another little system we gotta watch. You know, the tropics is still on fire. And this storm's gonna kill people. A lot of people. And I said, now that's gonna kill a lot of people.
Yeah, it is.
I called it like weeks ago. And there she is.
Just don't just come on.
Right, she has her act together. Like the storm, it's gonna. Oh man, you know it's hard to say because this storm is in the warmest waters in the world. This storm could go from a Cat 1 to a Cat 5 overnight. You know, the storm could develop an eye overnight. And it looks like it's trying to develop an eye in the last image. You don't see it? Like I'm pointing at it with my cursor. It's trying to develop an eye. The storm is rapidly like getting its act together. And I think that's an eye. You see it wobbling because it's like wobbling, but you can see it. It's like in the last frames, you can see it. So that could be an eye forming.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's some shit.
I just see a lot of people dying, man. It's just stupid. It's just like
Now,
wish
it's
I could
coming
more
to
people.
us. That storm is coming over here.
no. No, it's not coming over here.
Oh, but,
This is gonna hit like south of Belize. Probably to ground. You know, the storm is moving. It's in the Central Caribbean Sea. Do you understand? This is like they already have tropical storm warnings up and watches like up. But the problem is they're gonna have to upgrade those warnings into hurricane warnings because the storm is rapidly intensifying as we speak. Like I said, I've seen storms in the Caribbean go from Cat 1 to Cat 5 overnight. Overnight. And that's what I call like the crazy canes, like the hyper canes, as I mentioned in my show about hyper canes.
Yeah.
This could be a hyper cane.
Uh-oh.
That it's a small package, but it's rapidly intensifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not psychic for nothing, but that's an animal. And she looks like a small package, but she is. And you can tell the storm is being disrupted a little bit from the northern side. But the storm looks like it's just intensifying because of the hot water. So this storm is in like I would call it like getting injected by steroids. The storm is just a monster. And she's gonna kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
Oh.
And she came from Africa. Where the storms come from Africa? Haiti's just getting pounded with rain. You see the storm on top of Haiti? It was over Dominican Republic, and all of a sudden it just exploded over Haiti.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It is.
Let me check my stream here real quick. Okay, let me say hi to Truth in Me. How you doing? Hey. Let me go back to the weather. But you can see the storm is got its act together, you know, from the beginning to now how it is. Look how disorganized it was, and look how it just got its act together. Woof. Don't be surprised it'll be like a Cat 2, Hurricane Cat 3. If it goes from 1 to 5, that's nuts. But I wouldn't be surprised because I've seen it before in the Caribbean. So,
No.
like, it happens. It just happens. You know, it can happen overnight. That's it could be like I said, it could be a Cat 1 right now, and it's what 8:20, and by 10 hours later, the sucker could be a Cat 4, Cat 5 hurricane.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Because
water's
it's
so hot.
warm water feeds the moisture
Yeah.
that makes it stronger. Then
You know how much humidity is down there?
Yeah.
You know how the sun is hitting that water, and that water's so hot?
Yeah.
Oh, man. This storm has an opportunity to get so strong. And when it hits, it's going to be a killer.
Yeah.
You know, I'm waiting for the pictures already to see, you know, the amount of people died from the storm. And I knew Nana was going to be a killer, and I said, it's going to be a killer. And there she is, and there's your proof. I'm not a psychic for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
It's like, my abilities are really good.
I think we all have our psychic intuition, you know.
Shit, I called this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. It is.
Oh, man. She looks so impressive. It's just because I look at her and it's just I analyze the video and I see everything that's going on around. I see the other, like, I hear ringing in your left ear. high tone, low tone. Yeah, she's definitely getting herself together, man. Oh my goodness. Like the strength of the storm. Oh man, it's getting itself together. Let's see, the camera goes dark because it's already nighttime. But you can see the blow up of storms right in the center. Oh man. You know, this could be another major hurricane.
Hmm.
This is another major hurricane in the making.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's another major hurricane in the making.
Let's go to South America.
Yeah, it's blowing up. It's just developing so strong in the center, man. Ah, I'm hungry. I feel like making like a grilled cheese sandwich or something. But look at Nana. She's small. She's little. She's cute. This is a fucking killer. And she's going to Central America. Watch tomorrow morning. This storm is going to be a hurricane. It's going to just strengthen. It's strengthening right now. It's going through a pulse, and it just blew up. So this storm over Haiti is just crazy. Haiti's been going through some craziness. I feel like they're like softening up the land for something big to happen. Wow. Just the last images are so impressive.
Yeah. Okay.
How it blows up. Wow. Hmm. Well, we'll monitor it tomorrow. We'll talk about it. We'll follow it and see what happens. Because I hope the storm doesn't blow up, but it's blowing up. And the storm looks like it's going to be a killer. It's just not going to be good.
Yeah.
Hmm. It's just weird. This storm has a great opportunity. It's so small, right? It looks small. It looks little,
Yeah.
but don't let it fool you. It goes through pulses, so the storm can blow up. It can be bigger, but she's gonna hurt people. She's gonna kill people. And then whatever's that's over Haiti, that's crazy. Look how big it is. Like how it blew up. It's bigger than this tropical storm.
Yeah.
Like what the hell is that? It just came out of nowhere too. Like Haiti's having a really bad night tonight with rain. I mean, they need rain. They're getting their rain now.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, man. My neck hurts. Again. Let's see. Okay, it's 8:26. I'll wrap up the show at 9 o'clock. Because I already finished smoking. I'm done with that journey. Let me stop this here. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Truth in me and everyone who enjoyed the show and talk for a bit. Remember walking and come on, man. Let's paste the StreamYard. So when you come onto the show, you're more than welcome to come on and talk for a bit. I'll be on for another 33 minutes. And I'll wrap it up. I want to lay down. Just not feeling good. And sitting is okay because I have a cushion on my chair. So it's like extra cushiony. But I just, that band inside of me. And on top, I just feel tired still. I just probably just need to take my medicine and lay down. So I'll probably go ahead and do by 8:30, just take my medicine and then lay down. Or eat a bowl of cereal or maybe a bowl of cereal would be good enough for me. I just don't want to eat so much. I'm still tired. I just hope to wake up tomorrow not so tired. I'll be.
Yeah, what's up, man? I'm
Yeah, man.
just chilling here, listening to you, and looking at the site notifications, and closing, picking them out. And,
In 2 minutes, it's gonna be the album show.
yeah,
I could go take my medicine. And I'll be entertained
yeah,
for a few minutes while I put together my stuff.
cool. Hey, man, how you guys are doing? I'm LB Dirt, and I'm just chilling out in the moment, filling in for Rick, He'll be back in a short period because he's got to take his medicine, because he got to, have his medicine, got to, partake care of yourself, having responsibility. Everyone needs to love their life, you know, you better start taking care of yourself when you get older, you're going to look back and, man, I should have took care of my damn self. I should have listened to my doctor. Man, I should have listened to my mom and dad. Stop back and shit, you know, get pressure, how it is. And I'm alright with that, you know. These things are going on in my community and country and wide, and you know, everybody wants help in the south since that lower storm hit, back everything out. Hope Lois got there, his dream, that's my life, you know. But, you're on the internet and you talk to people, you gotta have your firewall security hard because you don't want stories that happen on the computer and next thing you know, shit, you gotta restart over from scratch. And Netflix sucks, That's how people get trolls. You gotta be careful when you download things, when you upload things, because you never know. That's why I keep my antivirus firewall and Microsoft firewall. I keep both set to high because I don't want because I paid my brother to take the bill that amounts to my end, and I don't want our personal information leaking out to someone else. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to listen to music, but everything you do in this kind of that you ain't gonna matter. It's still gonna connect to you. Who owns the public curtain? Youth knows who owns YouTube, is who owns StreamYard, who owns it. It's the coders that code, but programmers program is the winner, the diamond. When it gets to nitty gritty, it's the corporation that's on the ad. Not so careful with the things to do. But anyways, I, I'm in the cryptocurrencies, I'm into scams. I got that Reddit Plus thing. That likes that bread. I'm off that bitch in a hurry. I don't shit. I don't, know. But despite all of that, you know, my life becomes kind of good and balanced. You know, wish I'm that yum yum, get my groove on. So, you gotta be careful of the websites. You never know when you run into a stranger. Um, the one other thing everyone watching YouTube on like my mind had and help. So, this since what you say, the authorities can pick up on it. You want to know some keep or whatever the heck it is, they're being washed up. So just let you know right off the bat that if you have a suspension or people knocking the door, it's because you've been told, never lower your firewall down, never give up your personal information, because when you do, they got you right by the wrist. All that means. My word of advice for me, I've been there, But the more you sit at the computer, the more you mess it up. That's no joking, you have to do so much shit. So I advise you doing a backup, you can go to compromise, or you can buy a USB hard drive, how big hard drive is, make incremental backup just in case you have to do over. Don't be doing stupid things on your computer you know it's not. I think I checked in the stage already, but my computer's about to take a crap in another 2 years. If anybody wants to support Rick at PayPal, all you do is go on his YouTube channel, and the information is right there, and it'll be helpful for him so he can support and help him keep fighting battles so he can live another day. I wish him luck and the good Lord watching over him. So, Or suppose needed so that he can survive surgery. So I love Rick very much, and I devote myself to his site, and can't all live forever. You know, Rick is a fighter. Then died a couple of times and came back alive. I mean, that's wonderful. So one day his purpose will be fulfilled, and he'll be out for the most lifetime. I mean, I love that Owen advises when you run into somebody you don't know, don't spill your guts out or your life story. I bet you don't want to leave that little record's not one of those individuals, but always know your customer before you do anything. So you're not staying out of your cold cash, saving up your money. So in case the government shutdown happens, you know you have money available to live off. Stock on food, going to pantries, and stocking on shelves of food and goods. Because you never know, there'll come a time. You know, buy some bug out bags, go to getman.com. We need to take part in fighting the battle and making America anew again, bringing it back, being divided for so long. We just need to pull our heads out of our butt, you know, and be innovative, be creative, you know, fight your chance what the Lord gave you, creative vow, live this prosper, you know. You know, with that being said, you know, direct feedback theory, statement from this, okay, Rick is special, we all are special. We all are special. We all have a special gift, you know, and we need to get together and be careful how we open up our hearts and our minds, because you never know. You're always remain to be a horse. You know what that means. I'm going to give me a little quiet break here. If anybody in the chat room, say hi and leave a comment, so you know. Every time I pop back on, Superman come back and pop back on. So I'll still become that corporate phone call right now. Like, like the body. looking at my own channel. I think I'll call it the Elvis Show. I think I'll redo my YouTube channel called the Elvis Show. LB! And help out my friends. You know something. Come on. Are you Zoom? Are you Lunar? I'm only gonna pay for one membership. The fuck is stream up for 4K? Excuse my French, you know, guys. Excuse my gotcha. That's black. God, please, you should have considering one side. With help from black moment. One more follow that. There, yeah. Yeah, from Richmond, Boston, you saying that Virginia 21 is destroying the foodie supply. You guys better start loading up on some of your food and some of your supplies and pack up some bug-out bags because you have to be on the go.
Coming back.
Hey, Rick, coming back.
So, I had to eat something real quick. Oh man, my stomach. Just got pain in my stomach. Can't take my medicine.
Oh,
My pain medicine.
hey, 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 hey. Rick
Woo.
hates pain, you know? Rick hates pain.
Yeah, I'll be on for a few minutes. 16 more minutes. And out for a little bit. It's my insides don't feel good. Got a lot of pain.
You don't think you guys also some stomach, do you?
Nah, it's just a rubber band they put inside me. I can feel it. Just my stomach, because my stomach, I feel it slamming back in. Someone's dead. There, Michael Myers in my stomach. So I just really want to lay down and relax. This is, I need to relax. It just had long waiting there. Going to the doctor's office and then going through what I went through. It's a lot. I'm tired. That's about it. I don't have That's a good move. That's good. Right to lay down, chill out, watch a movie, and go to sleep.
Yeah.
So, I mean, play a couple of games, probably on my phone.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Call it a night. My room is nice and cold. You gotta need that sheets and just like snuggle up. My cat's gonna jump on the bed. She's gonna want to get under the sheets with me because my cat sleeps in there. Who has a cat that sleeps?
Yeah.
I gotta do a show about just talking to cats.
Yeah.
Because my cat, she sleeps with me. She sleeps with me. She snuggles with me. She she puts her butter on me. And she be backing her butt to me. I'm like, you better lay sideways. And she lays sideways with me. Like, she loves my energy. She loves laying with me. That's my cuddle buddy. My cuddie, buddy. Wherever you are, I want to squeeze you. I know, I made this one. Oh man, I feel good. 12 more minutes to the finish line. I know my cat's here too. She's like, come in. Give me a second. Finish up the show. I can come snuggle with my personal buddy. Probably watch some old wrestling people do tonight.
Yeah.
Because I have the WWE Network. So I like to watch the old people news.
Yeah.
The old wrestling days. It's so entertaining. So I put it on my tablet. And then I play my games with my cell phone.
Yeah.
Who doesn't play their games with their cell phone anymore? I do. It's all good. And this thing hurts so bad. I don't know if this game is still.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to game. That's all.
Yeah.
So, Avatar. There's a couple of games I can play. You guys could join me. If you have a phone that you can download apps, you could join me and you could play with me.
Yeah, but
Join
I'm
my
on a
game,
smartphone.
join my client. I play bowling games.
Yeah.
I play different games. I play Empire. I play Bowling Creek. I play Piggy Go. Angry Birds 2. Tunnel Show. Talking about Angry Birds. I'm going here. Just do what I gotta do. I'm just trying to advance myself before I get out here, so that way I don't have to be playing so much games before going to sleep. Just
You
trying to
know,
remember this. What I gotta get done. Lay down. My stomach really hurts. It sucks. Pain sucks. Stomach pain sucks worse. So I'm trying to do my best. Get through it. It's just painful time.
yeah,
But it's chilly in my room. It's nice and cool.
if my fan blowing at me.
I already smoking my weed. I already smoked my medicine. I got some medicine for tomorrow. I need to get some more medicine. So hopefully, I say tomorrow.
Yeah,
Which is all good. I like that strawberry pie. I didn't think I was gonna make it so much. It's pretty good. I guess I will. I want to go to Colorado soda.
yeah,
Like, for real. So it's kind of a little smoke out. You get to have like really good herbs out there. You have really, really need to smoke. In Colorado, I don't know how I would live in Colorado.
yeah.
I couldn't leave my doctor's here behind because my doctor's here is really good. So that'll be like a little bit of a
Yeah,
hamburgers. I like hamburgers. They're funny. I like them really.
yeah,
Have you seen it, Abby? Angry Birds?
yeah. I put those things. I put the Angry Birds and the Happy Birds.
No, but have you seen the movie?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, it's funny. I like it. It's a funny movie. They got two parts. All they come up with a third part. It's funny.
Yeah,
6 minutes. Longest 6 minutes of my life. It feels like, but I'm gonna be here with you guys to the very end. There you go.
yeah. I love it. We all fighting the battle. We're all in it together. You know, we're all in it together.
Ooh,
We're all in it together. We're not
like
competing.
these angry birds and they're really angry. It's a good game. I like challenging people. Competition. I probably get some of you. It's my favorite. I like competition. Angry birds. Kill these. Kill. I'm definitely gonna. I'm gonna win this match. I got 4 minutes. I'm guaranteed I'm gonna win this match.
Hell yeah. Yeah. That's good, you know.
So,
We're gonna stay there and put on my old channel and rename it LB Show. Put on my old channel that I got up there, you know, and tie in Zoom. Thinking about doing StreamYard for a year and then still gonna use Zoom, but I'm gonna test out the waters with the StreamYard because that's still new. I'm subscribed to a YouTube channel about how to use it better. But I'm debating on it, you know, I'm debating on
man, I can't wait to lay down. Oh my goodness. In the future, when I have the surgery for my abdominal, I won't be able to do shows sitting down like this. I'll definitely have to be laying down.
it. Yeah, that's the way of doing that, you know, buy a bed, a laptop bed stand, you know, rearrange your showroom around, you know, put
I'll have to get up and like a laptop stand and put it on that so I can put it on my board.
yeah,
Like it's independent stand.
yeah.
And I can connect everything, reconnect the mics, and do my show from my bed. Laying
That's
down.
what I do when I lay in my bed. You know, I got a computer table by my bed. You know,
I'll put my whole desktop in the bed.
and there you go.
And I'll just lay there. I'll come up and I'll do my show laying down. And when I'm done, it's my computer.
Yeah.
That
So
wouldn't be a bad idea. I'll probably end up
wouldn't
doing
be a
that.
bad idea. That's what I do.
I'll probably do that
Some people
after
do.
I do
Yeah.
the surgery.
Yeah.
That's all good. It's time to go to bed. I'm ready to finish it in reverse. And I gotta go back to the piggy go. The games. I want someone to talk me.
Yeah.
It tells me someone's attacked. Crazy looking person too.
Hell
She's
yeah.
a 49ers fan. Oh, you know you couldn't get a hit like that. I'm gonna get you back. When I play these games, I play again. I get people back. You do me
Yeah.
dirty. Oh man, I'm gonna stay out for 1 more minute, so make it 3 hours.
Yeah.
Can't believe I can do a 3 hour show.
Yeah.
Stuff hurts and hurts. That's what I'm doing. This is my room is really cold. Like, wow. My room is cold. It's like that AC on and stuff, but this is like really cold to me.
Yeah.
Okay, let me sleep really good today. Thank you. Don't bother me. Oh man, I got stabbing pains in my stomach. Right, I'm done. Yeah, we're gonna. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Rick. I take
Okay,
it care. Take it easy.
all right, man.
All
I'll
right.
see everybody else on the flip side. All right.
All right. Bye bye.